Good morning, Year 4. Welcome to your writing lesson today. Today we're learning to explore play scripts. Here is a play script, an example of a play script. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause the video and have a look and think what all the features are of the play script. So we've got lots of things here. This is obviously very different to lots of other writing we do. Can you look through and pull out what you think are the main features? Have a chat with the adult around you. What are the main features of a play script here? So pause the video and do that now. Right, so let's have a look at some of the main play scripts features we've got in the play scripts then. So the first one at the top is the title. And the reason we have the title is the same reason we have a title on any piece of writing, is so that we know what the writing is about. So this tells us that it's a Jack and Jill play script, which means if I was an actor who was doing lots of different performances, I would know that this was the one I needed if I was learning the lines for Jack and Jill. The next feature, as you can see here, is the cast list. And this says the cast list is Jack, Jill, and the narrator. Now, the cast list are the actors that are involved in this part of the play script. Obviously, in a play or a TV program or a film, there might be lots and lots of actors, but they're not in every single bit of it. So therefore, the cast list says which actors are going to be involved in this part of the performance. The next bit is the scene title. Different performances are broken up into scenes, where you have one bit of the action, then it moves to another bit, then another bit. The scene title just tells anyone who's reading the play script which scene that is they're looking at. The next main feature is the character name. Now, the character name there, for example, we've got Jill, just tells the actor when they have to read their bit. So if they were playing the character of Jill, they know that the words that are next to Jill are the ones that they have to say. They don't have to say the ones that have Jack or narrator next to them. The next thing is the dialogue. You can see there the dialogue is the actual what Jill has to say. Unlike a myth that we've done before or any other type of narratives, there's no extra description around them. It's just the words they have to say. You can also see there is no speech punctuation. The reason for there being no speech punctuation is that the play script has the name of the character next to it, so we know that everything on there is being said, therefore there is no need to put the punctuation in there. And the next feature is stage direction. So you can see there it says Jack trips over a rock and falls over. That is in brackets. So the reason it's in brackets is because no one's actually going to say those words. Those are things the character's going to do. So remember we talked about how a play script not only tells the characters and the actors what they should say, it also shows them what they need to do in each scene. You can see if you look further up next to Jack at the beginning, it says grumpily in brackets. Well, that means that when he says that line, he's got to say it in a grumpy way. So the stage direction helps them to understand how they should move and how they should say certain words. These are therefore the main features of a play script and the ones we're going to have to include in our writing this week. The next thing I would like you to do is to have a look through some play scripts and see if you can identify the features. We're going to immerse you in lots of different play scripts so you really get to understand what they're all about and you get to spot those features so you become experts on them today, ready to start writing them this week. Now, there is another document which I've attached to this assignment that allows you to access a website called Get Epic. Now, Get Epic is a whole load of free books. And you can see those 4 books on the left-hand side will all be found on Get Epic. Now, this can obviously access by a web browser, or you can access it by the app, which is free to download. It is completely free to use, so have a look at the guide. It's really easy to use. Once you've found the website, you've typed in the school code, then you'll find your name, click on your name, and that will allow you then to read these books. It's really interesting. You can look through those 4 books there and get a really good understanding of play scripts. There's also 2 other play scripts which I have attached to this assignment, one for Jack and Jill and one for the 3 Little Pigs. So I'd like you to look through those as well. If you can't access the books online, then you should still be able to look through these 2 play scripts of Jack and Jill and the 3 Little Pigs. Now, today, once you have had a look through all of these scripts and you've had a good chance to read them and fully immerse yourself in what a play script is, I've also attached in another assignment a quiz for you to do, where there'll be a picture of highlighted some of the features and you need to select which is the correct feature. So there's nothing you need to return for this assignment because this assignment is all about reading and understanding, but there is a quiz you need to do in another assignment that I'd like you to send back today. So I hope you really enjoy these play scripts. have a good read through, really immerse yourself in the world of play scripts. If you're struggling to access the books, which you shouldn't do, it's fairly easy to do. But if you are struggling, then feel free to contact me on the school email. All right, well, have fun with these today.